Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Peace, love, and positivity to you. My name is Sohum, and today I'll be giving a first-time reaction to the album Misplaced Childhood by Marillion. I've never heard of Marillion before, so I don't know what to expect in terms of style or genre, but over here on this channel, we love it that way. New music of all kinds are always welcome, and today this request comes straight from Daniel. So thank you very much, Daniel, for the generous support and for bringing a new artist to the channel. But now, let's jump into it and see what they're all about. And I'll do my best. I'll come up with a short list of my favorite songs at the end of this. Interesting name for a song, Pseudo silk kimono.
Huddled in the safety of a pseudo silk kimono, wearing bracelets of smoke, naked of understanding.
Huge synths, just right away.
Nicotine smears, long dry tears, invisible tears. Safe in my own words, learning from my own words, cruel joke.
These lyrics are poetic, I just don't know what they mean. Nicotine smears, learning from my own words, cruel joke.
Huddled in the safety of a pseudo silk kimono, a morning may rise.
What is a pseudo silk kimono?
In the starless shutters of my eyes, the spirit of a misplaced childhood is rising to speak his mind.
This is not a typical album intro at
This
all.
orphan of heartbreak, disillusioned and scarred, a refugee.
Oh, that was pretty.
Safe in the sanctuary.
Whoa, this is like a narrator voice now. Wait, that transition was so clean. Okay, one thing real quick. This style of like song, I don't know how to quite label it, but I'm reminded of a few reactions that I've given to this group called the Proto Men. If you've never heard of them, they basically do these kind of rock operas where there's a lot of narration embedded in the music, in the soundscape. And it's almost as if we're getting a different version of that here. But let's keep listening. This is going to be an interesting one already. Because that just felt like an extended intro for one song, not an album though, you know? Oh wow. What a bright energy in this song already. Kayleigh.
Do you remember chalk hearts melting on a playground wall? Do you remember dawn escapes from moonwashed college halls? Do you remember the cherry blossom in the market square? Do you remember I thought it was confetti in her hair? By the way, didn't I break your heart? Please excuse me, I never meant to break your heart. So sorry. I never meant to break your heart, but you broke mine. Kayleigh,
Whoa.
is it too late to say I'm sorry?
Dude, I'm reminded of Bruce Springsteen.
Get it together again. I just can't
takeover from electric guitar. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, the higher harmony now. Great layering. Dude, why am I thinking of Bruce Springsteen as I listen to this right now? Maybe it's like the explosive big chorus and then like the resolution back to a place that feels more conversational. I know that's not the appropriate way to describe that shift in dynamics, but that's what I'm going with right now. Also, like that electric guitar, like that melodic whole solo and section was really nice. Loved every bit about it. I was going to say right before that kind of came in, the bass throughout this whole song so far has been rather pronounced. And so the guitar against that bass sounded really nice. I don't think Kayleigh remembers. Interesting so far with these two songs. Oh, again, another perfect transition into the next track here. Seemingly it's all flowing together in one strung together narrative.
I was walking in the park, dreaming of a spark.
Wow, I don't even feel appropriate pausing any of this because it feels all so flowy.
In the haze of summer lawns. Then I heard the children singing. They were running through the rainbows. They were singing a song for you. Well, it seemed to be a song for you, the one I wanted to write for you.
Listen to that bass once again. What a hit into that chorus. really unexpected. Again, a perfect transition. So low-key, okay, just right in that like 3-second moment, I got a bit reminded of 2112 by Rush. If you guys have listened to that whole, I don't know what you would call it, magnum opus, just 21 plus minutes of just craziness. I love how unexpected that guitar was, but how perfectly it fit in to the vibe of that song, just perfectly like punctuating the emotionality in all the right moments. And then that final kind of ascension with the guitar really brought it home, even though I don't think it was necessary. It was really nice that we got it. So in 2 songs now, we've had a moment where the electric guitar fully takes over, and the style of the electric guitar playing is a very melodic one, which I really like. So far, so good. I'm going to do my best throughout this reaction, by the way, to like, it seems like all, like melodically and compositionally, all of these songs are threaded together. Presumably the story that, the story across each of the songs follows a natural like narrative thread, but we'll keep listening and find out what that is. I just understood the pun, bittersweet. What is the full title of this track? Lost Weekend, Blue Angel, Misplaced Rendezvous, Windswept Thumb. That is a lot. I'll just refer to this as the bittersweet. I don't know what genre we're in, by the way. Like, we've drawn from a lot of elements of like rock, some progressive stuff in there too. Maybe it's similar to like a rock opera, Electric Light Orchestra, Proto Men, Rush kind of feel. I like all the soundscapes so far. Cool texture in the drums.
A spider wanders aimlessly within the warmth of a shadow, not the regal creature of border caves, but the poor, misguided, directionless familiar of some obscure Scottish poet. The mist crawls from the canal like some primordial phantom of romance to cuddle under a cascade of neon pollen, while I sit, tied to the phone like an expectant fowl. Your carnation will rot in a vase.
Dude, what is happening? I don't understand what this is about.
The driver guzzles another can of lager.
Sounds cool.
Wash away the memories of a Friday night down at the club.
It's very narrative driven. I just don't know what the narrative is.
She was a wallflower at 16. She'll be a wallflower at 34. Her mother called her beautiful. Her daddy said, oh.
Oh, the feel change there into halftime. That is beautiful. Some French in this. Dude, the lead guitar throughout this whole album so far, awesome. Oh my gosh, resolving into a ballad section. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to pause it right here. I have something crazy to say potentially. Don't know what you guys are going to think about this, but in this song in particular, I'm reminded a bit of Dream Theater, and that's not specific enough because Dream Theater's discography is crazy. They have so many different styles. I'm reminded of that song, The Best of Times, in those glorious moments where things feel larger than life, and you hear some of the lead guitar come in. Those moments specifically, and also in this like kind of moderate tempo song, I kind of feel like there are moments where the vocalist is kind of just singing atop a podium in a way that is reminiscent of sort of the style I hear in Dream Theater. That said, the timbre of the Dream Theater vocalist versus what we have here with Marillion, they're quite different. They're worlds apart. So to sort of take it in stride when I say that. But definitely like the vibe that I'm getting from this album so far is that we are somewhere in the realm of prog and maybe like rock opera. But, let's just keep listening. This is all too cool. Great melodic guitar throughout this. Okay, that felt like a transition.
Getting late for scribbling and scratching on the paper. Something's gonna give under this pressure, and the cracks are already beginning to show.
Wow.
It's too late. The weekend career girl never boarded the plane. They said this could never happen again. Oh, so wrong, so wrong. Time, it seems to be another misplaced rendezvous this time.
I love these moments of like momentary catharsis. Just the way we hit with the drums into the one every time.
The parallel of you,
piano melody.
Decision, I'll always take the roundabout way. Waiting on the rain, for I was born with a habit from a sign. The habit of the wind swept thumb and the sign of the rain.
Whoa. Wow, another amazing transition. This is a really interesting pick, Daniel. Time signature, something's up in his time signature. I couldn't count that all properly. 5, 6, 7, 1, 2. Counting this is harder than it seems because I'm trying to count in 8, but it feels like I need to count in 7. But when I start counting in 7, okay, try again with me, guys. 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. I don't know. And it's like either 7 or 8, or then 8, then 7, or 7, 7, 8. I think it's 7, 8. Never mind. I don't know.
White boys, born with hearts of Lothian. White boys,
White
born
boys.
with hearts of Lothian. White boys, we the white boys, born with
What does that mean? Hearts of Lothian.
These hearts of Lothian.
Like self-loathing? Oh my god, the feel change again.
It seems to rock in the tower walls. The starlit minds of culture show. And the tippers of the light, fantastic, bow down, hold down. Spray the pheromones on this perfume uniform. And Anarchy smiles in the Royal Mile. And we're waiting on the fly boys, wild boys. Rootin' tootin' cowboys, lucky little ladies at the watering hole. They'll score the Friday night goal. I was born with a heart of Lothian. I was born with a heart of Lothian. I was born with a heart of
Are you hearing this guitar do what it's doing? Now the synth's coming in. That whole thing was like a dance between the vocal melody and lead guitar. Wow.
And the man from the magazine wants another shot of you all curled up, 'cause you look like a nectarine on
This is so different, guys. I don't know how to interpret all of this.
parking lot. How did I get in here anyway? Do we really need a playback of the show? 'Cause the white boy wants to head for the watering hole. Let's go.
is. Oh my gosh. Okay, so far I am loving listening to this, and I'm having a whole lot of trouble understanding the overarching story. And the best educated guess I can give you at this moment is that this is almost like an anthology of different reflections that the singer has on their childhood. And oftentimes when we reflect back on our own childhoods, it is fragmented. It isn't linear in the same way when we were experiencing it chronologically. The way we kind of think about things in the past, it's almost like a collection of feelings rather than a timeline. And it's almost very like artistic the way in which our memory works about ourselves, but all we truly have in terms of real, tangible experience is what's directly in front of us, aka the present moment and whatever looks back at us in the mirror, even though what we see is a composite of all of the different experiences and emotions and memories we have, because memory is a fickle thing. We don't necessarily have even ourselves figured out. And that's kind of the beauty in life, is that it's always a kind of mystery. There's always some kind of thing to unravel or some aspect of who you are to discover. And maybe, in a sense, this album is about rediscovering the self. But again, I am not so certain on that. So let's just keep going. It's been fun so far. Waterhole. Whoa. This is taking on a completely different quality than we've experienced thus far.
When taxis gather in mock solemnity, funeral hearses called the day of virginity. Was a paradise lost, a paradise found? Did we gain respect, or were we all?
I know this like xylophone glockenspiel sound.
Or so you believed in the white boys, to tune your hearts upon their sleeves.
Paired with the drumming.
So when you think it's time to go, when you think it's time to go, don't be surprised. The heroes never shoot.
This is so different. Who are the Wide Boys? What does that refer to for real?
And the phantom mountains, selling false impressions, tipping eyes at the waitress with American expressions. Tie angels to the ball with sweet martinis and the charms. The lion on every word and every arm. They're turning down the noses to the best lines and the cheap wines and the wine boys.
So if I'm understanding this right, we're kind of describing an environment where people are being very deceptive, all in an effort to earn more. Like the waitresses, they're kind of maybe acting flirtatiously. The tie angels to the bar with sweet martinis and their charms. Okay.
They're turning down the noses to the best lines and the cheap wines and the wine boys.
The best lines like drugs.
Love bites for their crimes. So when you think it's time to go, when you think it's time to go, don't be surprised. The heroes never shoot.
The heroes never show. I don't understand the meaning of these songs. It's like heroes would never put themselves in such a predicament, in an environment to be persuaded or taken advantage of. There's rhythm stuff happening. Go back. 2008, I think.
With no validity. Pretend you never meant that much to me. No, I'm finally young child, bored by meaningless collisions. I'm on the stretch of headlight, diamonds trapped in black eyes. A mirror cracked along the white lines. I just wanted you to be the first one. I just wanted you to be the first one. Ashes are burning, burning. Ashes are burning, burning. A lifestyle
The drummer is killing it.
simplicity. But I'm not asking for your sympathy. Talk, we never could talk. Distanced by all that was between us. A lot of the backstage, a creature of language. I'm so far out and I'm too far in. I just wanted you to be the first one. I just wanted you to be the first one. Bridges are burning, burning. Bridges are burning, burning. Now, 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 now.
Whoa. Whoa, what a transition. Oh, that is gorgeous.
Last night you said I was cold, untouchable, a lonely piece of action from another town. I just want to be free. I'm happy to be lonely. Can't you stay away? Just leave me alone with my thoughts. Just a runaway.
My favorite vibe is this slow moving, beautiful melodic
I'm
section.
saving myself. Strung out below a necklace of carnival lights, cold blue,
Dude,
held on the crest of the night.
like these songs, I think I just like had the thought, which is why I'm bringing it up now. But these songs do not follow like a typical verse, pre-chorus, chorus song structure. I think at the most within any given track, we've repeated a certain section twice, and that's it. And then oftentimes the second section is paired with other elements that really make it feel like we're hearing something new, even if the lyrics repeat, for example, or there's a repeated melody. But that's why, like, when you kind of enter a vibe, enter a new section, and then we depart from that section, it's almost like we never get that previous section back. We just move on to the next thing. And that kind of in my head puts this like album into like a weird place, because it feels like everything we have heard thus far is all part of one continuous stream of music without very much repetition. And it kind of makes me hard for me to remember each of the individual sections that I like, and I would have to probably just listen to this like whole album. I know we're not through it completely yet, but listen to this whole album a few times just to like know what happens when, because the element of repetition is not very salient. Yeah, that's a rare thing in music.
Carnival lights, cold blue, held on the crest of the night. I'm too tired to fight, so now we're passing strangers at single tables, still trying to get over, still trying to write love songs for passing strangers. All those passing strangers. And red ink on the paper.
Love this harmony here. The parallel melody in the guitar and synths.
Oh, I remember Toronto when Milo went down. We sat and we cried on the phone. I never felt so alone. He was the first of our own. Some of us go down in a blaze of obscurity. Some of us go down in a haze of publicity.
Oh, I like those
The price
lyrics.
of infamy, the edge of insanity. Another holiday and another temporary home, and an interviewer threatened me with a microphone. Talk to me. Won't you tell me your story? So I talked about conscience and I talked about pain, and he looked out the window and it started to rain. I thought maybe I've already gone crazy. So I reached for a bottle and he reached for the door, and I picked up the sleeping pills crushed on the floor, inviting me to casual obscenity.
This is wild. I'm so invested in this though. Oh god, listen to his guitar. With that delay effect on it. Oh, let those notes ring out forever. Oh, chills. It's almost like a neoclassical melody. He's so quiet. Oh, listen how earthy that bass is.
Wasted. I've never been so wasted. I've never been this far out before. Perimeter. What? There's a presence here. I feel could have been ancient, could have been mystical. There's a presence. Child, my child, my childhood,
You hear? That was like the
misplaced child,
fingers on strings just like up and down. That sound.
childhood, a misplaced childhood. Give it back to me.
Jeez.
To me.
This is.
Childhood. That childhood. That childhood.
Oh,
That childhood.
oh my goodness.
Childhood. Oh, please. Give it back to me.
Dude, I love the dynamics in this song. We went all the way down to the depths to re-emerge. This is really intense. This is epic, man. I think this is my favorite song. I'm getting overwhelmed. So much going on. I think this is the penultimate song on the record. And kind of a reprieve from the intensity we had before. It feels a little bit lighter. Almost like the 1975.
Childhood that I thought I'd disappear. I looked out the window and I saw a magpie in a rainbow. The rain had gone, I'm not alone. I turned to the mirror, I saw you.
Oh, okay.
The child that was loved. The child before they broke his heart. Our heart. The heart that I believe was lost. Hey, you, surprised, more than surprised, to find the answers to the questions were always in your own eyes. Do you realize that you could have gone back to her? But that would only be retracing all the problems that you ever knew. So untrue, for she's got to carry on with her life, and you've got to carry on with yours.
This is like reflecting on the breakup, because I feel like in this album we've had the story about Kayleigh, which I feel like was the most obvious song to me, and them two parting ways, and recognizing later that we need to try to move on in a healthy way so we carry on with our own lives. It feels like we're getting kind of callbacks to these earlier songs now.
But that would only be retracing all the problems that you
this reflection. He's like realizing a lot.
Got to carry on with yours. So I see it's me. I can do anything. I'm still the child. 'Cause the only thing misplaced was direction. And I found direction. There is no childhood's end. There is no childhood's end. 'Cause you are my childhood's friend. 'Cause you are my childhood's friend. Oh, lead me on. Hey, you've survived. Now you've arrived to be reborn in the shadow of the magpie. Now you realize that you gotta get out of here. You found the leading light of destiny, burning in the ashes of your memory. You wanna change the world. You'd resigned yourself to die a broken rebel. But that was looking backward, now you found the light. You, that child that was lost, the child before the broke his heart. Our heart, the heart that I believe was lost. So it's me, I see, I can do anything. I'm still a child, 'cause the only thing misplaced was direction. And I found direction. There is no childhood's end. There is no childhood's end.
Right.
There is no childhood's end.
I like the song.
Childhood friend. Oh, lead me on.
And we've made it to the last song. Again, another lovely transition, but what a meaning the last track.
Well, I hit the street back at anyone. Find a heart and a gutter and a poet's crown. I felt barbed wire kisses and icicle tears. Where would I been for all these years? I saw political intrigue, political lies. Gonna wipe those smiles of self-satisfaction from their eyes. I will wear your white feather. I will carry your white flag. I will swear I have no nation, but I'm proud to own my heart. I will wear your white feather. I will carry your white flag. I will swear I have no nation, but I'm proud to own my heart. My heart. This is my heart. We don't need your uniforms. We have no disguise. Divided we stand. Together we rise. I'm a big gentleman. You're so gentleman. I'm a gentleman.
It's universality, right?
Take away our
Fade out. Oh wow. Can't steal our hearts away. Be proud to own our hearts. The children. Whoa. Oh, guys. There you have it. That is Misplaced Children, or I guess Misplaced Childhood by Marillion. This was quite the listen. I'm still processing at this moment, trying to figure out like what I want to say first, because so much happened in a lot of different domains. I have my notes that I took, and I don't know if I can make heads or tails of it in a cohesive way. I'll probably stumble through this outro debrief section, and let me know if what I say is on target or not. But right away, I get the feeling from this album, like earlier on in the listen, but was validated throughout, that we are listening to a sort of, I guess, rock opera of sorts that is very narrative and reflection driven. And when you think about reflection, that process is not a linear one. So often these songs, even though melodically and compositionally they flow together very nicely, they didn't necessarily follow a chronological order. So one way to kind of put that is there was a sort of obscurity in the order of the storytelling, but it was all really well tied together melodically, which I like, because it didn't feel like any one song was completely out of nowhere in terms of style, because many of the songs, they would be dynamic enough that you would get a range within track, and from track to track it felt relatively consistent, which I liked. The lyrics throughout this listen were extremely poetic, though there was a lot of ambiguity in them, because I feel like when you do reflect on your own life, oftentimes it's not going to be easily understood by the eyes and ears of others, which you wouldn't necessarily need it to be because it is your own experience. But I still felt like there were a lot of relatable messages and themes throughout. A few that occurred to me just at the top of my head were this whole overarching theme of childhood, and within that there were many other sub-themes, like the idea of childhood innocence, of cultivating and developing friendships, of growing out of childhood but still maintaining your own child within, like that kind of creative spark, that innate curiosity. Those things, even though life does try to snatch them away from you, you don't have to let go of them. You can actually tap into them constantly. And that is an example of what this channel is. This whole channel is devoted to my love for music. I loved it as a kid. I love it now. I'll continue to love it. And you're witnessing an adult version of me communicate all of those thoughts to you that the younger version of me couldn't. And I try to maintain, to the best of my ability, that same level, if not more, of that curiosity. It's a hard thing to do, and it shows up in different areas of our life, but I feel like it is so easy in this very difficult world to harden ourselves to kind of protect, but in the end we lose a bit of who we were, that child within. I don't want to ever lose that. Other themes that I picked up on had to do with like broken relationships, with fame. I probably missed a few in there, but that is already a lot to kind of unpack. And then when you stack on top of that the whole flow of this album, where every single song was essentially it was like this whole album was just one song, if you think about it. Granted, different songs had different let's say vibes to them that you could kind of characterize. It didn't really feel like I could pick out specific moments where songs would end had I not actually seen, the song titles change. The only song that I felt like there was a distinct cut was a cut between like section to section, I think was the fifth track, Heart Lothian into Waterhole. That was like the most distinct cut that I noticed, but besides that, everything else flowed pretty well. The transitions were immensely smooth, and structurally there were very few repeats throughout. That's why I say like these songs did not follow a typical song structure. In fact, maybe the best way I can put it is these songs were structurally obscure but melodically beautiful and consistent. In terms of like the different elements, like the instruments at play, perfect lead guitar tone throughout, and I feel like the guitar accentuated all the right moments and even took over the tracks entirely, which I love. You guys know my fascination and admiration for melodic guitar, so great stuff there. Super pronounced bass tone throughout most of these tracks too, and then you can pair that with like the very bright piano melodies and the large synths that surrounded things. But if I had to pick a favorite instrument that I heard throughout and what I would almost imagine to be the most skilled player, I actually give it to the drummer, because we had so many amazing drum fills throughout. The feel changes that made the song qualitatively feel completely different. Even those like moving time signatures where we had like 7/8, then back to 4/4, and then maybe 6/8. I tried to work through some of those moments when they happened. They kind of flew by me, so I was able to like momentarily pick up like a bar or two of 7/8, and then a switch would happen. But I think the drummer was maybe the main character of this whole listen. Then I would probably give it to the guitar. I think naturally the vocals are the mainstay because you think about what the entire album means to you. But if I just had to choose non-vocal instruments, it would be first drums, then guitar on this album. Overall mood, it felt extremely reflective. I think that kind of gets shown in the lyricism, but very reflective in feeling. There was a lot of space to kind of contemplate the lyrics and just enjoy the overall feel that was created. And there were a lot of moments of just pure catharsis when everything just came in together on the one with those big drums, beautiful chord progressions and melodies. Just a lot to rave about for this album. Where I land on this, to me, it's like a version of rock opera. Maybe you will have a more specific genre in mind, maybe some progressive rock opera, but not too sure. And I know that throughout this reaction to it, I listed a bunch of different artists who I was momentarily reminded of. I think the artists that I would say are Proto-Men, Dream Theater, Rush, and Electric Light Orchestra. I think I mentioned Bruce Springsteen as well, but I think after the full listen, I would probably toss his name out of that ring. But yeah, let's discuss the favorite songs on this record, and then I'll outro the video. I think my top songs in no particular order were... Let me look at the list of songs. Give me a second here. Were Bittersweet, Heart Lothian. Actually, hold on. Bittersweet, Lavender, Kayleigh, Heart Lothian, and Blind Curve. And I think Blind Curve for me was my favorite song. Between the other four, I have a bit of a harder time making those distinctions. But Blind Curve to me, at the moment in the album that we heard it, I think was the perfect fit. We immediately introed that song with super melodic guitars, a lot of beautiful sections. Remember the section where all of the guitars were kind of, that one guitar rather melody was ringing out perpetually, and then we got into an even darker place, an extremely dynamic listen with a lot of cool styles that were referenced in the guitar playing, in some of the vocals as well. Just a great song from head to toe, and one that I would probably listen to a bunch of times over. And I guess I'll give a second place to Kayleigh, only because, like, to me, that song felt like their most palatable, pop-friendly, memorable song. Like, if anything, that song is, like, closest to standard song structure you're gonna get on this album, but even then, I'm not so keen to make that statement. It was its own unique experience as well, different than most of what you hear out there, even in the rock world. But yeah, I think my top two at least are Blind Curve and Kayleigh. But let me know what your guys' thoughts are in the comment section down below. I hope you enjoyed my reaction. If you'd like to request one yourself, whether it's more Marillion, another full album, another artist entirely, you can always do so by hitting the first link in the description box below or scanning the QR code on your screen. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.